A growing political storm is brewing around New York City mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani, and it has little to do with local policy debates. Instead, the spotlight is on his mother, world-renowned filmmaker Mira Nair, and her long history of financial backing from the government of Qatar. For over a decade, Qatar has supported Nair's creative projects, from films like The Reluctant Fundamentalist to stage productions and educational programs. Qatari cultural institutions, led by Sheikha Al-Mayassa, bint Hamad Al-Thani, have provided funding and platforms for her work. The goal for Qatar has been clear: to present itself as a global cultural hub, using art and cinema to boost its international image. But things took a political turn earlier this summer when Sheikha Al-Thani openly promoted Zohran Mamdani's mayoral campaign online, sharing favorable polls and amplifying posts featuring him and his mother. That's when critics began raising alarms. Why? Because Qatar has faced sharp criticism for its human rights record, laws restricting women, criminalizing LGBTQ+ people, and the deaths of thousands of migrant workers tied to its World Cup projects. At the same time, Mamdani and Nair are publicly aligned with progressive values, including advocacy for marginalized communities. To many, that contrast looks like a serious contradiction. Experts also point out Qatar's long-standing strategy of influence. Danielle Pletka of the American Enterprise Institute warned that Qatar often seeks allies in politics and culture to shape perceptions abroad. Jonathan Schanzer of the Foundation for Defense of Democracies went further, saying Qatar acts like both an arsonist and a firefighter, funding extremist groups in one arena while presenting itself as a peace broker and patron of the arts in another. Mamdani's campaign has pushed back hard. They insist he has never received Qatari money and denounce the controversy as guilt by association. But when asked directly about whether any of his campaign resources or connections have indirect Qatari links through his mother's work, the campaign declined to give details. That silence has left many unanswered questions hanging over his candidacy. The larger issue is clear. Foreign cultural funding can easily cross into the political arena, especially when it involves family members of candidates. As Mamdani continues his run for mayor, he faces the challenge of balancing his progressive platform with growing scrutiny over Qatar's role in his family's story.